Alright guys, what is going on? Happy Wednesday to you. Today we met with our contractor and kind of went over some of the exciting details of our house and all that kind of stuff, filled him in on all of our update on design plans, as well as talking about scheduling and that kind of stuff, so we have a good feel for when everything is going to be completed. So I figured it would be the perfect time to start running through some of our design elements so that you guys can kind of follow along on the entire journey. So first and foremost, we are diving into the kitchen. Our two big rooms that we're kind of focusing on are the kitchen and the bathroom. That's where the most cosmetic stuff is being done. Other than that, it's going to be mostly just kind of little structural things and things that'll help us to have a little bit more storage, because it's a pretty small house. It's just under 800 square feet, which is very small actually, but it's kind of perfect for us. That's just about all that we need. Alright, so first of all, for the countertops, we decided to go with that white Calcutta marble. It's pretty much, one of our favorite designs, hence a lot of our branding kind of goes along with that, so we figured what better place to put it than our very own house. So it will be actually all of our countertops, as well as the backsplash is all going to be that nice slab of that white Calcutta marble, as kind of pictured in this image here. As far as cabinetry goes, we are doing white shakers on upper and lower. They're going to both have those gold handles. Then we dive into, we have that white farmhouse sink. We've got kind of a gold spring head faucet that we're super excited about. And then slightly more to the right here, we've got the tile that we're using for the flooring. In this photo, this is the stock photo from the website that we ordered it from, but the actual tile itself is a bit more white, so it's going to look really good against those light colors that we have throughout the home. Especially in the kitchen, it's going to be really nice and light and bright, but kind of have that edgy feel in there as well. Since it is the small home, like I mentioned, we decided it would be really fun to add in that kind of design element there to spruce it up a little bit and add a little bit more character into the home, despite the kind of smaller size. So that's what our thought process was on those floor tiles. As far as dining, we don't really have a formal dining room, so we are actually going to in the corner where there's two windows. I'm sure next time we're down at the home, I'll point out exactly where I'm talking about. We're going to do kind of this L-shaped sit-in nook, like kind of a breakfast nook, however, whatever you want to call it. Bench seating along the windows there with a back, and we're going to have a little table there, so it's going to have provide some nice seating for us. So we're super excited about that. Look forward to switching out those cushions probably every season to go along with the upcoming holidays and whatnot, just because that's how I am. And then on top here, we've got our chandelier that we chose for above the table, so super excited about that. Our whole kind of look for the entire house is, mixed metals, really light and bright, because it's that small home, like I mentioned. By going with the lighter colors, it's going to really help us to keep it looking as big and open and light and bright as possible. So we're just trying to do that and then kind of spruce it up and add those extra elements in there, like the mixed metals or the design tiles and stuff like that, to kind of put our character into the home. So that's kind of our thought process on that, but very excited to start working on the kitchen. Then as far as the bathroom goes, this is, where that other big design element is. We're kind of carrying a similar look through. So we're gonna, on the entire floor of the bathroom, as well as up one wall of the bathroom, like shower, we're going to do the large black hexagon tiles. We're going to have it with black grout. I know there's white grout in this photo, but it was kind of just an inspiration photo for us. We're going to bring in that Calcutta marble again for the opposite two walls of the shower, and then as well as the countertop. So we're excited to incorporate that element throughout. We're again also going with kind of the mixed metals, the light, bright. The walls are all going to be white. As you can see, those tiles are going to be nice and dark, so it's going to have that good contrast. In the shower, we're going to have the shower pan where you put your, shampoo and all that kind of stuff. The soap dish, if you will, is going to be the entire length of the shower. So we're really excited about that. I think that's going to add some extra drama to the look that we're kind of going for. The shower faucet, as well as the sink, is going to both be gold fixtures, as well as the pulls on all of the cabinetry in there. So again, going to kind of go along with the look that we're already implementing into the rest of the home. The gold in here is going to be a little bit more of the kind of antique looking gold. We went with that just because it's a little bit more subtle, but I think it's still going to look really pulled together throughout the entire home because we're doing so much mixed metal. I don't think it's going to be anything too noticeable. We also just, couldn't find that spring faucet for the kitchen in that same kind of antique gold that we were looking for. So we decided to just say, let's do it, let's wing it, let's go for it. And, if it doesn't look right when we have everything all said and done, we can go ahead and replace one or the bathroom or whatever we decide to do. But we went for it on this one. So that's kind of as far as we went as that. I'll dive right into our Pinterest. As per everything in my entire life, every time something comes up, I love to go to Pinterest and make a quick board and kind of just make that as my inspiration and start putting things on there. Whether it's something that we're going to really follow or just kind of I saw something on there and it sparked the idea that led to what we eventually did decide on. I love that. It's just such a great way. I'm a very visual person, so putting together a board for virtually anything in my life is pretty much the solution that I always go for. So this one was actually put together on my personal Pinterest account, but it's linked to our business one. So if you want to go on to a couple of agents on Pinterest, you'll definitely be able to see it on there and kind of follow along with my thought process on those. Again, just had a lot of fun. That kind of also will give you a little bit more of a tie-in towards how we're gonna decorate the house and do some of the finishes and stuff like that. We're kind of going for the blacks, whites, grays, mixed metals again. We'll have some greenery within the house. We really like to add in some house plants and stuff like that, and I think that that's a great way to bring the outdoors in and kind of personalize the home a little bit even more. It doesn't look so much like a model home. There's got the nature in there, all that good stuff. It also is a nice contrast to a very neutral color home, so we're excited to do that. I'm sure we'll also have some other pops of color throughout with some of our furniture. But beyond that, I think we're pretty much just sticking to, the mixed metals. Very minimalist is kind of our style. We don't like to have a lot of clutter and just like stuff everywhere. So that's kind of where we're going with that. But anyhow, thank you so much for joining me on this. I'm sure that a few things will still change, but we wanted to kind of fill you in so that throughout the process you can follow along with our creative juices and kind of have a feel for what we were going for and the looks that we're trying to achieve here. So we should have a dumpster dropped off to start demo here probably I think tomorrow or the day after. And then things are really going to start rolling quickly after that. So we will be sure to keep you updated in all of our future episodes. We thank you so much for joining us on our journey as a whole, but especially this one is obviously very near and dear to our heart because this is our own home. And we wanted to share that with you because every client, that we help, they're sharing their life with us and letting us into something that's also very vulnerable. I mean, buying or selling a house is exposing a big part of your own life, and we understand the kind of vulnerability there. So we wanted to do the same because people do that with us all the time. We wanted to kind of give that back and allow you to be a part of our journey as well. So we look forward to updating you. I'm sure we'll be appliance shopping and furniture shopping and all that stuff soon, and we will bring you along for the whole journey. We'll see you soon. Bye.